Put your hands together for yourself. Okay, I want to first of all appreciate my leader, my mentor, my caterpillar, my candidate, the person who showed me the way, who knows the formula, Mr. Adegemi Sanzayan. And my upline, Mr. Toba Shekola. That's my angel. And this is my mommy here. Is the one that pampered us, who showed us the very principle of the business, and we followed it and become what we are today. All right, applause to him, her also. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to make it snappy. Everything in life has platform. Okay? So if you want to achieve something, you must use the platform. And we know the power of network marketing is the power of partnership and the value of your partnership. Some of us that has been in business know what we call assets. Am I right? So the value of an asset is actually determines what comes in and where you go to the next level. So if you don't have your tools and know how to use them right, you might not be able to get to where you are going to. Now, there are different vehicles to travel. There are better ones. You can travel by air. You can decide to travel by land or by sea. Am I right? But all of them have their own ways of achieving it. If you want to get there faster, there is a way to do that. And if you want to build well, they say whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. All right, so why am I saying that? Network marketing is the third model of business in the world of business. How many of you know that? I think I'm talking to star 5, star 6. So by now, you should have understood the nitty-gritty of building your business and what it takes. And in star 5, what is the net worth of your business? At least the benchmark of the network of the net worth of a star 5 business. You should know that. Is it the grammar I use? Accumulation 4,000. What of star 6? 20,000. So this actually has to do with your, okay, somebody say this asset pays me so amount of money and all of that. So your asset is very important. Increasing the value of it is also very important. With what I'm going to show you, there are different methods or tools you are going to use in the business. When you get someone registered in the business in the first time, there's what we call kit orientation. How many of you know that? So that kit orientation involves showing the person the basic tools. Am I right? That the person is supposed to use for the business. So if the person does not understand it from the onset, okay, it might slow down the way he moves, or even the fine line between quitting and continuing the business. So we know your flyers that you mentioned, we know some of the equipment. So KB Healthcare is actually about health. So there is a difference by spreading your network and also increasing the value of your network. So you must learn the use of your tools and fine-tune them. There are some of them we have used down the line. Now, but I'm going to measure on one particular one that can help every one of us. I have an opportunity to be able to be with Dr. Leke, Mr. Leke, Star 1 Director in our business. Applause for the man, please. So, that man was directed to me by my leader, Dr. Peace Adegbomisoye. So, I heard something, he said something, he said, we have been able to do the network, but we actually want to increase the value of it so that we can have a voice in the global stage. Are you hearing me now? We can have a voice. He said, I'm a consultant. What is a consultant? A consultant is someone who is knowledgeable and is able to give a solution to a problem. Am I right? So when you said talk about a marketer is someone who promotes a certain product. There is a difference between them. So this one is particular about the product, but this other one actually has knowledge about a sustainable solution. So talking about the equipment, for you to know how to use your equipment, it makes you a better consultant. It makes you what? So you can talk on any stage. You can talk at any platform. You can fit in anywhere. There are certain places you can go. You know how to do our network now. How many of us know how to vibrate? I know how to vibrate. I can vibrate. Courtesy of my leader, Mr. Shino. Put your hands together for that great man. Yes. They taught us when we started what we call Community Health Assistant Program. How many of you have heard it from before? Community Health Assistant Program. Yes, they must have changed it with different words. So for that time, you have to come to a city, you map out. You now do the mapping of that city. You now have to make a project of how you reach to this place, you reach to that place, you reach to that place. Now, sometimes, if you are very vibrant and you are very consistent in your networking, you can make money without having enough knowledge. And sometimes, at a particular point, it will backfire. If those in your team are not knowledgeable later, you might not sustain. Okay, so from Leke, I was opportune to meet with our great third honorary chairman, Mr. Ajala. Applause to him, applause to him. Yes. He also said the same thing because after training, because I taught Leke and some of his leaders on how to use the quantum machine. How many of you heard about the quantum machine? All right. So we have other ones like your vitals, like your BP, blood pressure monitor, like your glucometer. All right. So don't just be the one that say, KD product is good. Now Coco Niche, you can do this, you can do that. You know, sometimes when you meet knowledgeable ones, like professors of medicine, they want you to prove how that works. So will you be able to prove how it works? That is why it's good to pay attention to some of those ones that are particular. And when you talk about natural medicine, it's a holistic medicine. What did I call it? Holistic medicine means that you are talking about the whole person. The product that KD gives, how many of you know about Memory 24/7? It helps for what we call human consciousness. And when you know how to analyze the quantum machine, it will show you why some women might be nagging. It's not because they want to nag, but because their body is actually in disarray in terms of the balance. Are you getting me? So medically, that's what we call psychosomatic, mind, body. Psych, mind, matic, body. So imagine now, some of those equipment, studying them makes you to be able to communicate in a certain level. So if I'm talking to a doctor, he will be able to, are you getting me now? He might not do the network. What we are doing is to connect every class of people. They need it. Most doctors need your reishi, but they might not take it if you don't know how to communicate it. Are you hearing me now? So you can be able to help a market woman. You can help a professor of medicine. You can help an engineer if you know how to use your equipment right. Now, some people don't know how to put the speed. Sometimes I watch some of them, they were not taught. They will turn it upside down. I'm not here to teach you, so you have to meet your group. So you have to learn how to use your BP machine, your blood pressure machine. You also need to learn, there's one that we devised then, earlier, that we call the questionnaire. So how to help to examine people's body by questioning them. You know, you ask them the question, they respond. Are you with me now? But let me tell you how. I will give you testimonies on how this has helped. You cannot replace the place of network with just learning the equipment. Some people can learn how to speak the grammar, use the terms. Are you getting me? I have seen a lot of people who the machine that is there. They bought the quantum machine that is there. They bought the glucometer that is there, but they are still very hungry. They don't run PV. You know why? They think that when they have learned that, they have arrived. No, it doesn't replace your network. As you see me now, I also learned from my leader. As you see me now, I will just wear my sneakers. I wear my jeans. I'm out there. I carry my machine. I don't talk about the machine, but the information I got about the machine will make a lot of people to be ready to listen to me. Are you with me? See, you need to understand the use of your tools. If you are a fashion designer, or you are a health caregiver, or you are, what is it again, hairdresser, there are tools you use. So it's not just your mouth. Somebody say it's not just your mouth. Yes. So when you now make some claims, like I will give you some testimony. If you come to Ikorodu now, I have about 15 centers they just give me for free. Why they did that is not just because I give them products and they are okay. They said, you are knowledgeable more than some of the doctors that attend to us. Hello? Are you getting me? You are knowledgeable. If you come to Ikorodu, you will see them. They said, we are ready to invest any amount. I remember when I attended to Makinga Pharmacy's brother, he's the eldest brother, that was a conjunct here. So he's been treating diabetes for long. So when that one can doubt anything, because he said the doctors have told him that he will soon die with the problem because of the complication. So, but when I now did the analysis, because I understand the use of that equipment. How many of us have the equipment? Let me see your hand. If you have quantum, let me just stand on your feet, let me see you first. Stand on your feet if you have the quantum machine. Okay? Alright. So I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Okay, I can see my order there. Alright. 17. Alright, you can sit down. Remember what I told you. If you have your tools, maybe you are a farmer, you have all the tools, and you don't know how to use it, and you don't go to the farm, will it benefit you? It's supposed to put springs on your feet where you have more knowledge, not the knowledge drowning you. So, if you have an understanding of how to use the speak, that is the blood pressure monitor, you are supposed to have more work to do. Now, the understanding of those equipments has made us to know why people get sick. Now, some of my students are here who I have taught that. You now understand that what they are addressing at the hospital is not actually that. As if it is something behind all of that, that they don't actually want to get people cured or get people okay. So when you study that, you know that it is important to really know this so you can know how to use this equipment to help people out of trouble. So now, I was telling the story of that man. 15 years on the drugs, and he has gone to a lot of places, has used a lot of supplements, a lot of drugs, all these drugs, all these supplements, all these herbs, I've used a lot of them, is not working. So, but, you know, you can go out now and tell people about the products. And they now agree to buy Qinghao. Abi? How many of you are still calling it Qinghao? Which one? It's Qinghao. And by now you are star 5. You should know it's no more Qing. Yeah, it's what? Qinghao. So, you can explain. You can talk. And they now say, okay, I want to buy Qinghao and Kolonti. But if you understand the use of the machines and be able to analyze the person, he now sees what is going on inside his body. He can follow you for a journey of 3 months. Hello, are you with me? Yes, he can follow you for a journey of 3 months. And you know, when you are giving some people, imagine you give somebody colon cleanser tea, and suddenly you didn't even know the person have ulcer, and then he used the colon tea, and he has ulcer attack. How many of you have experienced that during your consultation? And then the person now come and tell you that you gave him something that want to kill him. But if you have known how to analyze the test, you can ask some questions that will make you to apply or give your prescriptions. So when the person talks about that, you will understand that the machine talks about what we call improvement phenomena. What did I call it? So ordinary layman, you can say healing crisis. Are you getting me? So the person now, because he can hear how you explain it, he said, even though he's feeling those symptoms, that I believe you. He said, somebody said, according to your word. Like Peter told Jesus, he said, I have labored. But according to what? Because he has had him talk. He had him do what? Talk. Let me now throw my net. Before he now saw what he saw. So now, you might not have gone to school. There is no problem. Are you with me? You don't know how to read or even quote. You didn't do science in school. But you are a KP consultant. Am I right? Clap for yourself now. So somebody say, I can't do this. No. I know my leader. We started all of just network marketing role. But I can know that she can testify that her network marketing business has more value now because of his knowledge of naturopathy. Ma, am I right? So Mr. Ajala told me, he said, I did network. He said 4 years. You know, some people are very strong in network. 4 years. There's a place he lodged me that's about 5 buildings in an estate. He said, 4 years in KD, I built this. Please, clap for that man again. So, but he said, he now told me, no, we can't continue like this. A time will come when, you know, you are the future healthcare giver. I hope you know, you are the future doctor. Because a lot of people are realizing that they don't want to use the synthetic drugs anymore. Everybody wants the herbal. Our fathers practice it primitive. We are going to bring it on a stage with science. Science improved, and you see KD product. That's why it's working more than you are going in your village. Am I talking right? Yeah, because it is actually improved with science. So you have to get that knowledge. So he now said that we have to get this understanding. He just arranged a good number of his staff and a good number of his top leaders and said we are going to learn this because Mr. Leke told him what he learned. Someone was just tattooed after learning it because he knows how to do the network. Did you what I told you now? Not because he learned the quantum, because he knows how to do what? The network. Then when he now understood the quantum, it didn't take him a year. He becomes star 7 in his team. Are you getting me? Yes, star 7. Just a year. And all his team was moving. That's Mr. Bello and several of them. So now what I'm trying to tell, he said we must be knowledgeable so that when they question us, just like what he's doing now, he's recognized in the world of health regulatory body on that top. So when you come, you'll now be able to have boldness. So if you don't understand English or science much, you have to improve. Tell your neighbor you have to improve. We talk about Dangote a lot, am I right? But you know, Dangote is well knowledgeable now in many things he didn't know when he started. So that you can have a lot of road and access open to you. Now let me tell you let me give you just testimony because I don't have much time now. When I started out in the network marketing, I wasn't that fast. Okay? Because I am not that one that is outgoing. Are you with me now? A lot of people are like that. I'm not that one that is outgoing. I can't speak. I'm not that bold to look at people. But I know how to master that. Yes, they know what I mean. The first time I started, I didn't even have money to buy. Are you not the one that gave me your own you are using? And I have to use a small money to buy. Then I remember. Please put your hands together for Mr. Ereje. That's product of Mr. Toba. I have some of us. So what I did with Mr. Shegu, so under Mr. Toba, Shegu is like this, I am like this. Know how to draw our network now. So 2 of us are the ones who entered into Ikorodu. So if you come to Ikorodu, you mention KD, you never call my name. You never. Once you ask 1, 2 persons, you say KD for Ikorodu, it's me. Another person is Shegu. So what do? So immediately, that your quantum is what we use. I can remember. As you gave it to me, I gave it to Mustafa. Are you getting me? So me and Shegu, we put our bag like this. We hear Ijede, we don't know where is Ijede. But any shop we enter, we say they want to do tests. They say, is it not this thing they do for them? By the time I finish, you give me a chance to do it. You will gather your community for me. Do you understand? Because I know how to fine tune it. I understand it. I studied it. In fact, I burnt candle, reading it. There are some of them I trained that are like 60 something. They didn't actually go to school. One mama said that manual I normally give them. She will come out, she'll be writing it the way you see it inside the manual. That is Mrs. Olufawo, and now is a doctor of naturopathy, 71 years now, and still practicing at Ikorodu. So that is what gave her edge. She might not have the strength. Now let me tell you, when you go out for your network, have a broad heart. Tell your neighbor, have a broad heart. To accommodate all classes of people. That is network. So that mama might not be able to jump around the way you are jumping. Okay. All right. Abi? All of that. He might not do that. But that is where you will get him.